What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Fresh Review, where we bring everything fresh and entertainment. I'm Drew.
And I'm Randy.
And we are here today to give you a spoiler-free review on Jedi Survivor. Survivor picks up 5 years after the last game. Cal is still fighting the Empire when he learns about a new threat that comes all the way from the time of the High Republic.
The story continues to introduce new and interesting characters into the world of Star Wars that are fun to interact with, like the bounty hunting character named Cage. They also flesh out the returning characters by showing that they have changed in the 5 years since we last saw them.
The gameplay is an improvement in almost every way from the original. There are 5 unique lightsaber stances that you can switch between. The standard single blade stance returns and is your all-around stance. While it does not specialize in any regard, it has no outstanding weaknesses either. They've also added new moves like a ground slam and a dash strike you can perform in midair to keep the stance fresh.
The double-sided saber also returns and has new moves. The stance is proficient in dealing with multiple enemies at once and has high defensive abilities. You can also perform some familiar Darth Maul-looking moves as an added plus.
The dual blades are now their own stance and are more offensive focused, with fast and rapid attacks. The stance may have low defense but comes with an auto parry that uses force to counter most attacks.
New to this game is the blaster stance, aka the John Wick stance. With this, Cal has the furthest reach of any stance with a blaster shot and long fencing-like pokes. This stance can even be customized with special different blaster shots.
The final stance is the new Kylo Ren-inspired cross guard. This stance destroys guard gauges as well as health bars. However, while this stance has the highest damage in the game, it also is the slowest by far.
Cal's force abilities have also improved since last we were with him. He can now mind trick enemies to fight for him, lift enemies into the air, and even slam them back into the ground.
And while you no longer have the slow ability from the first game, it has been upgraded to a super move where Cal can slow the entire area around him.
Cal's movement continues to be fun and fluid, with numerous parkour challenges and puzzles for you to solve. You are now able to dash midair, flip off hanging poles, and to top it all off, you have a grappling hook as well.
Most of your time will be spent on the New World Kobo, specifically Pyloon's Saloon. This is where you talk to most of the new side characters, get side quests, and shop for more customization options.
That could be a favorite.
Speaking of customization, gone are the days of different colored ponchos because Cal now has multiple different shirts, jackets, pants, and even hairstyles to choose from. The developers wanted to give the rest of Cal and BD1 the same treatment they gave the lightsabers in Fallen Order, and they succeeded in that task. Just because they added more customization to Cal and BD1, it doesn't mean they didn't further improve the lightsabers. There are now more lightsaber components that have been added, more lightsaber blade colors, materials that you can use on the lightsabers, and even how pristine or beat up the lightsabers look.
That said, the game is not without its flaws. One of the major issues with the game is definitely the frame rate.
The PC version tends to drop when switching from cutscenes to gameplay and when loading a detailed area. For example, Pyloon's Saloon. You could have multiple characters in the cantina, and unfortunately, the PC version is just not optimized well. As of this video, they did put out a patch May 10th, and it's helped quite a bit. Other areas of the game definitely run smoother after the patch, and the transition from cutscenes to gameplay is a lot smoother. I still have some drops in performance, mainly on Kobo, but with future patches, this should smooth things out.
The game is an improvement in almost every aspect to the first game, from gameplay, story, customization, and world building.
However, it still suffers from the same performance issues that plagued the first game when it launched. Hopefully future patches can fix this, but as the game is now, I'd give it an 8 out of 10 because of the great story, the fleshed out characters, and the leading Jedi gameplay. I have to take some points off for the terrible launch on PC for many gamers. Unless they had the best components that were currently at the market, you suffered from a lot of performance issues.
For me, the game is a 9 out of 10. This is how you do a sequel. Take everything good about the original and just add on to it. I played the game on console, so I had not experienced the performance issues as badly as PC players. Survivor is a great time and a must-play for any Star Wars fan. But that's just our takes. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more Jedi Survivor, we have multiple shorts and a full in-depth podcast coming soon. Thanks for watching.